day after collapsing during his State of the State address, Governor Mark Dayton got right back to work today.
The governor was about 40 minutes into his speech last night when he suddenly collapsed, appearing to hit his head on the lectern as he went down.
$1,000 deductible. But despite that awful cost,
get him to the ground. Get him to the ground, please.
After he collapsed, staff and legislators immediately rushed to help him out. His chief of staff claims the governor recovered quickly, walked out of the Capitol, and was checked out by EMTs as a precaution at home. Now, there were early signs of trouble last night as the governor first went up to give his speech. He lost his balance and nearly fell over. But today it was business as usual in St. Paul as Governor Dayton unveiled his 2017 budget. Mary McGuire joins us live from the Capitol. Mary, this announcement was about the budget, but his health had to be a big talking point as well.
Yeah, of course. That meeting is actually still going on right behind me in these blue doors. The governor was taking questions about the budget first, and then he said that he was going to address his health. I had to dip out of that meeting before he was taking those questions about his health. The governor entered the budget press conference on his own to a round of applause. He immediately addressed the current concern over the projected spike in healthcare premium rates for people on MNsure, addressing points he said he didn't get to speak on last night. He made no immediate mention of his stumbling and collapse last night, simply finishing his opening remarks with the statement that he was going to close his State of the State address with last night, saying he would address his health after the budget presentation.
a few opening remarks. Mainly the things that I didn't get to say last night. And then Myron France will make a presentation and other commissioners will respond to questions. We'll answer questions on the budget topic, and then after that's done, I'll answer questions on my health or anything else.
Now, the governor does have a birthday this week. He turns 70 on Thursday. He has 2 years left in office, and he is not seeking re-election.
So, Mary, this was a budget meeting. What were the takeaways from the governor's proposed budget?
Well, we asked him what his two main priorities with this budget were, and he said that they were education and transportation. He also said that he would set aside $300 million in tax cuts for 450,000 middle-class families here in Minnesota.
All right, Mary McGuire reporting from the Capitol. Thank you.